Good morning. I'm Dr. J. Namrata Manohar. This is going to be my first episode of a few advices to electrical engineers. I've done my electrical engineering from Osmania University during 1977-82. Immediately, I got a posting in Hindustan Cables Limited as a trainee. I worked in Hindustan Cables Limited for 18 years in various cadres as assistant manager and deputy manager. I was posted in several departments as quality control and engineering, specification and production planning and control. During our time of 1977-82, we only heard the word computer, but we could not get to see it. But when I was posted to production planning and control in 1993 as a deputy manager, the department was totally computerized. In 1985, Tata Consultancy Services had computerized the production planning and control activities. Now, this particular episode I am interested to put forward because most of the electrical engineers I have found they are not interested to learn computer programming. After my voluntary retirement from Hindustan Cables Limited in 1999, I have joined the teaching profession. During my teaching profession years, I have worked as principal, dean, head of the department of various departments in several colleges. And whenever I would try to inculcate this concept of programming among the students, they would tell me, we are electrical engineers, why should we learn programming? So that is why I have told this to several students during my tenure as a professor, and I would want to convey this message to many students at large. Even though you are an electrical engineer, we should remember that nowadays every activity is computerized. In any organization you go, all the activities are computerized. Now, I will just give an example of how and why I had to learn computer programming. So, in 1993, when I was posted in production planning and control as deputy manager, I found that all the data in the computer was a garbage because in 1985, when it was computerized, the in charge who was there, he did not know programming. So from 1985 to 1992, all the data what they were entering was improper. That is, since they had no knowledge of how to update the data or make corrections to the data or maintain the data properly, I found that 70% of the records in the database were redundant, since they did not even know how to delete a record if they had made a mistake in a particular field. So when I took charge and I had to submit the various summary reports to the various departments and the higher up, they did not have trust in the reports given by the production planning and control, because since the data was wrong, the output reports will also be wrong. So then immediately I joined an institute, and in the evening after my duty, I attended for a diploma course and I've learned several languages, and most of the languages like DBase, Pascal, and even the user-friendly software such as MS Word, Excel I had to learn. Now during the daytime, what I did was sort the entire data in the ascending order of the drums. You know, Hindustan Cables Limited manufactured underground telephone cables. These telephone cables are wound on drums, and each drum has a particular number. So I sorted the data in ascending order of the drum number. And when I found that they were repeated numbers, that is a particular drum number appeared 3 or 4 times, then I would verify what is the status of the drum. Now, if the drum was dispatched, then it should be in the customer's premises. So after verifying the physical record, then that means the other entries of that particular drum number are wrong. So I would delete those entries. So normally for a particular drum number, there would be 3 or 4 records. So that means if I have deleted one record, 3 or 4 redundant records I had deleted. So in this way, for a one drum, I have reduced the redundancy by 75%. So like this, for every drum, I would verify what is the status of the drum. Now, if it is not dispatched and it is in a particular stage, then I would send my supervisors to verify whether it is right, whether the drum number exists in that stage. Now, if the drum number exists in that state, that means the other entries against that particular drum are wrong. So, again, I would delete those records. So, in this way, for all the data that is there in the particular database, every day I will take out the updated. I would again update after deleting. Next day again you sort and again take out your report. Again you verify. So in this way, by verifying the drum wise the status, in 3 to 4 months, I could bring the status of the database to what you see in the computer, you will find in the field, and what you find in the field only you'll get in the computer. So the data, the summary sheets, the summary reports that now I submitted to my other departments and my higher ups were genuine. I also would write some validation programs. For several datas, I would write several validation programs, and I taught my staff as to how to delete if they made any wrong entry, how to delete that particular record, and how to take out the validation reports every day and verify what they entered in the computer is right or wrong. So in this way, no data in the computer will be wrong. What you see in the field only you will see in the computer. So in within 3 or 4 months, when I brought to this stage, the staff were very happy because they had some satisfaction in the work that they had done. Otherwise, they were not knowing why they were doing that particular work, and since the other departments were going on criticizing, they did not have satisfaction in their work. So this is how I could get the appreciation of not only my higher ups but also my staff. Now, as you see, the computer programming is very important. Way back in 93, if I had not learned the programming, then I would not give work satisfaction to my staff. Therefore, all the electrical engineers, I request that you concentrate on learning computer programming. Now, in your first year, you are already learning C and C++. So, in every subject, whatever you are doing, electrical circuit, electrical machines, whatever problems you are getting, write a program for that particular problem, execute on the system, and check whether the output is right or wrong. In this way, you will be able to firm up your programming skills. The another reason why I am particular about this episode is I have found that in the placements, most of the electrical engineers were failing because of their programming skills. Therefore, I advise the electrical engineering students to please firm up yourself and become an expert even in computer programming apart from your regular subject, and try to integrate programming and your subject mathematical problems. Thank you.